Hello and welcome to Viking Views. I'm Chris Wallace. The Missouri Valley College Rodeo served up a treat to the Marshall community while also raising money. Viking Views' Ricardo Padilla has the story.
The MVC Rodeo team had their annual all-you-can-eat chili and soup supper fundraiser last Friday, February 3rd. The rodeo team has been doing this for about 10 years now. The team coach, Kane Mason, said that this event is also for the community of Marshall, to meet the athletes from the rodeo team and to see how great people they are.
This fundraiser is just really to make more money for traveling expenses, you know, and we got that new building up there, and I mean, we've had a lot of new things going on, and we're blessed and thankful, but it takes a lot to run that stuff, you know, and everything that the rodeo team purchases is pretty much a commodity. You know, budgets don't change, but the prices of things change all the time, up and down, and so, I mean, it helps.
Coach Mason also said that people come here all the time and sometimes bring new people with them every year. The rodeo team also find this as an opportunity to talk to the people of the community, like Casey Nelson.
I really like that it's community-centered. We get to see everybody from the community that comes out to, most of them come to the home rodeo too, so if we don't get to talk to them or see them at the home rodeo, we get to talk to them here and just, you know, see how they are, see what they want to see from us this year. Let them wish us good luck for the season, you know, just get some good food.
One of the members of the Marshall community said the reasons to be here and help the team.
The rodeo team supports us with Whitetails Unlimited and helps us out, and we like to kind of help them out as well with coming here, and the food's good.
The members of the team work in the kitchen, serving drinks, cleaning tables, and even hanging coats. I'm Ricardo Padilla, Viking Views.
The event took place at Knights of Columbus Hall from 4:30 to 7:30. The MVC Department of Public Safety held a self-defense class for women of Missouri Valley. Viking Views Beatrice Salas reports on how basic techniques can help women to protect themselves.
The self-defense classes were taught by Marshall Police Officer Chris Conway and Adel Archbeck.
The first class is based on just basic strikes and how to get out of positions that someone might find themselves in if a situation would have occurred.
Both instructors used their knowledge in combat to teach the women. They also reminded that the main focus of these moves were to allow them enough time to separate and escape from their attacker.
I feel like attacks happen more in college. I think 25% of college women get raped, and I think it's important that more people are aware of these kinds of classes and to come to them so they do know how to protect themselves when it happens.
24 Viking women attended the event, and MVC might hold more self-defense classes depending on the feedback of women who attended the classes. Beatriz Salas, Viking Views.
The event was held on January 26th and 27th in the Morrison Fine Arts Building Gymnasium. Anthropology and Forensics teaches people about the past and how things come to be and why they were put there. Anthropologist and forensic researcher Mark Berry gave little insight on how things work in his field.
Anthropology, I think, because it is the mother discipline of archaeology, and archaeology has just been a fascination of mine since I was a kid. So the cases that I've been fortunate to work on are because I've been able to establish a relationship with the medical examiner's office. So anthropology, in the broad sense, is very significant within the social sciences and humanities in all sorts of ways. But in the subfields, archaeology obviously is exploring the past, and understanding the past is helpful in many ways. And biological anthropology is also useful in many ways, and forensics is a sub-discipline of biological anthropology. So in that particular setting, it's applying the techniques. Any student that is really interested in forensic anthropology should start with a good base in the sciences, and obviously have an anthropology background.
Missouri Valley College is home to hundreds of international students, and those students naturally face an intermediate challenge, immediate challenge, language. Viking Views Mateus Marino reports.
The number of international students here at Missouri Valley College is incredible. With the opportunity of living in another country, some disadvantages come along. Having English as their second language, the students might face some hard times. Ivayo Enev is from Bulgaria, and his involvement with English started years ago.
Well, when I was in kindergarten, I started learning English, but it was more like rudimentary English. It wasn't nothing special. And then going to high school, I started learning English on a higher level, and that's how it all started.
Experiences prior coming to college helped Mariana Ozaki get more adept to the new language.
In 2012, I was 15. I came to Kentucky and stayed with a host family, and I did a year of high school in there.
Inif used different ways to help him improve his fluency.
Well, definitely watching movies, reading books in English, and also listening to music. You don't pay attention to those details, but actually it's in your brain, so while you do that, you actually learn a lot. And listening to music is really helpful. Then reading the books in English, that helps to just build your vocabulary. And watching movies, it's fun, but still, it's a good thing to do in order to improve your English.
Regarding the fear of making a mistake or being judged, Ozaki always thought of something to make her keep trying.
I would always think that I knew 2 languages, and most people here, they only know 1, so that helped me to not be afraid on whatever I had to say or just to speak.
Matheus Marinho, Viking Views.
The Missouri Valley College women's basketball team has found its way on the court and through their textbooks. Viking Views Taylor Gilkey tells us about their academic achievements.
The Missouri Valley women's basketball team has averaged a 3.4 GPA this past semester, exemplifying the true meaning of student athlete.
They work hard in the classroom, they work hard in the court. And the best thing is, as a coach, you don't have to worry about kids off the court if they're working hard of the court, so in the classroom.
According to Dixon, they are only the 3rd women's basketball team in the history of MoVal to receive an academic award.
If I didn't play basketball, I probably wouldn't succeed so well in the classroom because it's pushed me to become better and get better grades. But yeah, basketball's definitely been a motivating factor.
And for those times when it gets hard to do classwork, Denny has some tips for those that need a push.
Stay up the late nights after games, even though you get home maybe at midnight. Put the extra hour in. When you have free time, don't take naps. Go ahead and do the homework. Make time. You know, people say I don't have time. You can make time. It's hard as a college athlete, but you're a student athlete, so student comes first.
Denny finished her fall semester with a 4.0 and will be graduating in May. Taylor Gilkey, Viking Views.
So the saying C's get degrees wouldn't pass for this team. The Respiratory Dance Assembly at Missouri Valley College had Vikings moving and grooving at its annual concert. The 10-member assembly performed 10 live pieces in the Eccleston Mabee Theater last Thursday, Friday, and Saturday nights, ranging from modern and ballet to contemporary and hip-hop. There were also dance performances on film. The dances were choreographed by MVC's Associate Professor Janie Morgan, guest lecturer Jenna Wartzberger, and alumni Rebecca Whitsitt and Jessica LaRoe. Seniors Tia Morrison and Rosemary Bennett and junior Nikki Spencer also choreographed several routines. The Respiratory Assembly took questions from the audience in a special quote in a session held after Friday night's performance. Missouri Valley College had a special event for students at the Markham Center Gym to unwind and get away from daily college stresses. The game called Bogle Ball and Archery Tag, Viking Views' Justin Schaefer caught up with the company that brought the game to the college.
Missouri Valley College and CEP Inc. teamed up on February the 1st to let the students have an opportunity to get away from the daily stresses of college life and have some fun with games called Bongo Ball and Archery Tag. CEP Inc. staff leader Andrew Remersma said he couldn't wait to get started.
Bongo Ball, the simplest way to explain it is a paintless paintball system. It allows people to play a game a lot like a paintball match, but without having to destroy their clothing or necessarily get all the sting marks and everything. The students will generally come in and they'll figure out teams of 4 versus 4 or 5 versus 5. We've got vests to protect people's stomachs and their backs, and we've got masks to make sure nobody gets a black eye or gets shot in the face. Basically we send them out in the barriers. They start out with some cover and they work their way across the field firing at each other. The guns in particular, more than anything, the guns make a lot of noise. It's a nice loud pop each time, which is part of the fun of the game.
Remersma also said that archery tag was a new game that they were introducing that night and didn't even know what to expect out of it.
Archery tag's a very new event. This is actually, I believe, one of our prototype shows for it. So at this show, we'll actually be figuring out a lot about how and whether it's going to work out well. Right now, we're setting up everyone with 2 basically fouling arrows each and sending them out onto the field. And we're going to be figuring out how long the matches take, how organized we want to make them, whether the event works.
Missouri Valley College student Logan Allenbaugh was one of the people that participated in both games and said he was very impressed and surprised at how well the games functioned.
I thought it was pretty fun. It was definitely more of a workout than I thought it was going to be. But it was good overall.
When asked if he would recommend the games to students if it came back to Valley, he simply said, definitely. Justin Schaefer, Viking Views.
And that's Viking Views. Our next newscast is February 21st. Thanks for watching. I'm Chris Wallace.